Listen, man, we back up in the building, man. Listen, this is Everything Tournament 10. This is like the 10. It's the culmination of all Everything tournaments, man. We've been doing too many of these damn things. Listen, I just wanted to check in and make sure ain't nobody leave us, man. There's been a lot going on. WrestleManias and things going on, and me going to California running amok, and me doing this and me doing that. I just wanted to check in with my peoples, man. Flobito.com, Real Jack Farmer. First and foremost, Flobito, what's going on? What's new with you, brother? How you feeling? How you living? Are you vaccinated? What's going on?
Man, I'm what they call half vaxxed. Yeah. Wednesday, I'm gonna get that Moderna 2 drip, dog. You know,
you gonna get that Moderna drip.
That Moderna. You know what I'm saying? So I may be out next week. I may be a little tired, but I'll be back, baby. You know what I'm saying? 100%.
What's going on with you, Jay? What about you, brother?
Man, I'm mine's still scheduled. I haven't gotten one yet, and I'm worried because I keep hearing about all these after effects and people feeling sick for a few days. I'm not going to get my second one until it's almost June, and by the time I'm feeling all this stuff, I'm like, hey, I'm under the weather, guys. I got my second one. They're gonna be like, we're over that. No more excuses. Move on.
Boo this man.
Yo, what up? Shout out to Dylan Matthews. What's going on, man? Aussie.
Oi.
What's going on? Okay, besides that, what's going on with you guys professionally? Flobito.com. What's going on with you professionally? And what's going on? Laying low, man. What's going on?
I mean, the content's still rolling at newamsterdam.com, KWamsterdam.com. But yo, truthfully, man, like I didn't expect the video game commentary, the casting to really pop off. And I've been able to do like some college work. I'm able to do some casting workshops.
There's room for that though. There's a market for that. There's a market for that. It's like a bigger market than people think for that, by the way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely.
So shout out to Flobito for doing that. People here still have COVID, still get COVID fully vaccinated. I said, listen, that I'm sure that's few and far between. Like I said, I'm not. I said, what I'm not gonna get down into, like, I'm not gonna get into the minutia of vaccinations. I don't know what the hell I'm talking about, but guys, I think we're overthinking vaccination, man. Like they are. It's just like it's like the flu, man. You are less likely to get the thing that's out there. Yes, you can. I don't know why people act like this is like a new thing. Like you're less likely to lower your percentage of getting what's out there. You can still get it. Yeah. But you're less likely to get it. Yo, Vesper Evil, what's going on, girl? What up?
I always think it's crazy how people pick and choose that stuff. No one ever argued vaccines before.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Suddenly now it's all like, well, looking at the number. When have I've never looked. I still haven't looked at a vaccine number. I don't know. I do what doctors tell me. I'm a very simple. I always say I'm a blunt object. Just tell me what I need to do. I'm going to do it, and then we're done.
If I do this, I don't get polio, I'm fine.
Listen, I swear, every time I see this happen, I go back and I start thinking about like those people back in the day. Like I said, this is where the waste for time traveling bit's going to come in. Like I go back in the time and I go, yo, we got stuff to cure. This, and this, and y'all dying over this, y'all, but we don't take it. We don't take. I just picture them being like, wait a minute, you can cure polio?
Nah, I can do it.
What's crazy too? Vaccines have been going on since like the 1800s. It's not like they're new. Could you imagine someone be like, "Hey, we made up a new phone. I don't know if it's safe." This is kind of new.
Yo, shout out to Bro 19, the God. What's really
hey, Bro
good.
19.
Wheel 5 Stud Muffin. What's going on, guys? This is Everything Tournament Part 10, guys. This is Disney edition, man. This is gonna be a very, very interesting one. We move things around. We shuffle. Jack put his flavor in. Flobo brought his flavor in. Me and Heidi put our little bit of flavor in there, and we combine all flavors. We'll see. Oh, first let me get my bid in with Kalenko. He was traveling, making the world a better place. You know what I mean? Soldiering. But wifey, Kalenko's wifey put in really quick. We're gonna run it down, but of course she put in. Let's get that out of the way. The Haunted Mansion is her pick for the win to win the whole tournament.
That would be interesting.
That's Boothang. Yeah, Boothang Gina said the Haunted Mansion. Another good pick. He just texted me so weird. He's like, not a good pick in my opinion.
Did Jay
just said that. Hold on.
But does he have a pick?
Yeah, what about you, man?
If Doctor Strange's outfit can win, there's no
anything's
such thing
on the
as a
table.
good pick.
That's real
Nothing's
talk.
a good pick.
Oh, so Jack, what's going on with you, brother? Everything's going with you, man, professionally. What's going on with you, brother?
Man, it's been good. It's so funny. I'm starting because things are starting to open up a little bit, which means the live DJing and things like that are starting to pick back up again. And it's great, but I'm starting to realize I started adding so much to the plate when nothing else was going on. And now I'm like, now everything is coming together. Now I'm going to be Mr. Busy, but I prefer to be busy than like sitting around, not having anything to do. So it's good, but it's also like, now I can't just assume I'm going to have some time off in a little bit.
Am I right to say this is when the weddings pick up? Am I right?
Usually it gets crazy right now, but now they're there, but it's not crazy. It'll be crazy.
Spring and summer people, right? Yeah.
Speak for yourself. Pennsylvania is full force wedding season.
I picked up seasons though.
I picked up event bartending, for events, and their wedding schedule is like ridiculous.
Yeah, it's interesting because I know that traditionally people like spring weddings. We had that ridiculously stupid winter wedding. It was the dumbest thing we've ever done. It was ice rain. People were in the middle of the streets. Like probably we were risking people's lives to come to celebrate our union. Oh man, we had a guy come from Boston. It was like a torrential ice rain. It was like Bill Paxton and Hella Hunt was out. There was tornadoes, F5s. There was cows.
I will say there's only like 2 people that didn't come because of the weather. Everyone else was like, "We're doing this."
Yeah. I was like, God bless y'all, man. Like,
an ice tornado sounds terrifying.
Living in Alabama, man, was like, it was always that tornado siren. My mom was like, Evan, you slept during a tornado. I go, Mom, if it was that bad, you'd have woke a brother up. So I think we good. She's like, that's not the point.
He getting up, leave his ass.
She goes, you slept through a tornado. I go, Mama, if it was you, would have got your boy. That's you, my mommy. I'm 12 right now.
Yeah.
That's how I feel whenever I sleep through an earthquake here. There's a part of me though that's like, oh, thank God I slept through it.
That's true.
Because if you wake up, then it terrifies you for like a week. But if you sleep through it, you're like, oh, okay, it's not going to bother me.
Yo, Jack, it's funny you say that before we get this thing started. It's funny you say that we usually sleep through the earthquakes, but one time we both woke up and I was like, why the hell we wake up? And then I'm telling you this, I can't even emphasize this enough. There's nothing more jarring than an earthquake. It's insane. I never knew what people describe it to you, but it's nothing like the ground is moving. It's insanity. I was like, what the hell is happening right now? Man, we were shook. We were shook. And it was like a little
because there's no warning at all. I think people you'll talk to them and they're like, oh yeah, I'm just going to run to the door frame or get under. It's half over by the time you've registered what's happening. It's like someone jumps behind you and starts shaking you violently. Like you don't have time to do anything. It's like, it just happens.
Yeah. It's so weird.
Shout out to Ryan Nielsen in the building. What's going on, baby?
Ryan Guy. I hope he's in the booth somewhere.
Yo, baby, what's going on? Yo, baby, run this down. It's the Disney Everything Tournament 10. Let's try to run this thing down real quick. We got a very eclectic group. We're gonna try to get through the first 8. And so let's see what are they big faves.
Okay, give me a second. I didn't get there. Okay, so despite the way I might look, hopefully I look okay. I feel like total crap. Yesterday we got our second dose, and for me, I feel like death right now. So hi everyone. Yeah.
Way to brag.
Yeah, super death. All right.
I feel like death. I got my second shot.
Is it hey Heidi, hey Dad?
So give me a second. I'm like slow motion. I was walking slow-mo in the grocery store too.
I was like, girl, bring your ass.
I was like,
wow.
No, that's literally.
Yeah, we got things to do today.
Like no bullshit. I was like, girl, come on now. We got everything tournament 10.
How you feeling, Evan? You good?
It's so funny, man, because the first one I was just like Heidi. The first dose is just like Heidi, and then we just flipped positions. Second dose, I'm fine, and she has what I had the first time. It's so interesting, man. Shout out to Bro 19 to God. But yeah, and it's just interesting, man. She had a little baby little baby things going on right now.
Oh my God,
suck it up, girl. I was like, I want some salmon, girl. I was like, bring your ass.
My whole body hurts. I feel like I'm so slow right now.
Yeah.
And I was like, I could tell now. I'm like, we definitely were lucky and have stayed away from COVID because obviously I would get symptoms because if this is kind of like baby COVID, I'm dying. So that's just, I'm proud. I know that's legit. So I'm very
I'm
glad.
terrified of the side effects. I was saying to Flowboat on an earlier show, I'm more scared of the side effects at this point because I keep hearing about them, and it sounds like it's kind of just a coin flip. Like you don't know what it's going to be. It doesn't matter who you are or what your health background is. Either it's going to wipe you out or you're not going to feel it. And
Mom took a nap and she was fine.
Like,
She's like, I got this.
My father-in-law too.
She's old school though. She's like, it's just
same thing.
Exactly.
Yeah, Dad's old school. Poppy was just like, I was good. But like first shot, my arm like sucked. Like my arm felt like I just did a bunch of push-ups on one side. But this is like a whole body thing. Like, yeah, it's poop emoji. Okay, so
I got mine Wednesday. I don't know. I'm kind of scared.
Like I'm good. Yeah, like I said, I hear different things from different people. My Joe, my boss, he was fine both times. Dad was fine. Like, but yeah, it's the body, man. And like I said, I pride myself on having a halfway decent immune system. But that first time, it was like, nah, bro. You want to lay low, bro. What's the run it down for these all these haters in the chat.
Again, I'm gonna just say things. This is for everyone to give your. Did we give winners? I saw we did not give winners. We did it.
We owe
it was ginormous and.
Oh, good. I got him.
Oh, you have them?
I made them right now.
But it was 2 of them. It was.
Yeah, you must have waited a month for those things, man. Like, I hope it comes today. What about tomorrow?
No, kick rocks. No, I got you.
They're running out to the mailbox like early.
That's why I do digital to your email. I got you, John Norman.
Yo, Evans City got me though. I won the contest. I didn't.
It was. Hold on. There's one other person. I can't.
They're picking fights with the mailman. Like, you stole it. I know you stole it.
Everyone lied to me, man.
Dylan Matthews. I didn't. Yeah, Dylan Matthews and ginormous.
I got you. I gotta get the.
They both picked Kermit to win.
I gotta send Ozzy the Ozzy's gift card, man. Okay. Let's what's on the docket?
Okay, here we go. I'm gonna. Oh yeah, did Jay give you a pick either? I don't.
No, he didn't. He's on that bullshit. But let's go.
All right. I'm gonna just go down some names. And
Bambi.
Oh, interesting. Okay. I'm gonna go through. You're not gonna know the categories. You're just gonna hear the names, and you're gonna guess. Okay. We have Abu. Is it Apu or
Abu?
It is Abu.
That's Simpsons.
Okay. Abu, Stitch, Gaston, Mulan, Up, Bambi's mom. Oh, that's what he picked. Okay. Haunted Mansion, Space Mountain, Darkwing Duck, DuckTales, Lion King, Kingdom Hearts, The Lamp, Tinkerbell's Wand, Hakuna Matata, Under the Sea, Pocahontas, Moana, Be Prepared, Gaston. It's a song, Gaston's song. Mr. Incredible and Elastigirl, Wally and Eva, Jane Porter and Mary Poppins, Ursula, Jafar, Finding Nemo, The Incredibles, Emperor's New Groove, Meet the Robinsons, Return of Jafar, and Rescuers Down Under.
Oh man!
Wow!
Oh, Bro 19 put the bid in. Bro 19 put the bid in.
It's funny. I don't even know what the references are in this case. I mean, I obviously know who that, but I don't even know what the exact things are. And I'm already just like, I have like, it's so difficult to pick. I kept hearing so many like, oh, whatever that means, that's a tough one. Whatever. Because I mean, we say Abu. I don't know if that means best sidekick. That could be best animal. That could mean a million things. I don't know, but all of these seem very difficult. I don't know which one's going to win it. This is a tough one, but I'm going to go with someone who's a personal hero of mine. I'm going to pick one. I'll just say it. I think the one that's going to win, my personal hero, Gaston. Gaston's going all the
way. Okay. The song or Gaston? Actual Gaston?
That's the question.
The man Gaston.
The man.
Because
he animated man.
I don't like that he has to share half that song with that fat bozo. I think that
he sets the track up. He sets it out.
Yo, you're about as villain as Gaston was, man. Damn.
I told you he's my hero. That's why I eat 12 dozen eggs or whatever.
Off topic, Evan. Yo, how's that Evan energy drink? I was mean to try it.
You know what's interesting, man? It could be the placebo effect. It's actually banging, bro. Yeah, this is the berry one. He has the mango one, coconut one, the original. He has the orange one. They're actually really good. I think it's hard to make an energy drink good, and it's zero sugar. Yeah, the super
that?
berries. It's really good. Oh, yeah, Zoa.
Oh.
It's actually way better than I thought it would be. It's unreal.
Charlene.
Shout out to Charlene. What's going on, baby girl? Yeah, we're about to. How was it? Yeah, everything's good on the everything tournament, Charlene. But y'all keep putting y'all's bids in. I'll let y'all get through at least the first two before we close it up. But yeah,
I'm gonna say it again because Charlene just showed up and
do it real quick so we can get this ball rolling.
See if anyone else. Vesper didn't make a pick yet. Let me see. Let's see here. Oh my gosh, it's so early.
He's in the future.
For Dylan, yeah. And he said, when I think of Gaston, I think of Jack Farmer.
He's an all. How's the tournament pyramid?
Wait a minute. Hey, wait a minute.
Go.
Okay. All right, Charlene, pay attention. Pick who you think is going to win for the Amazon gift card.
Yeah.
Okay.
That you might get one day. Go ahead.
No promises. Car something to change.
I got it. I swear. Go.
All right.
Go.
They're all.
Oh, excuse me. I'm sorry. Okay.
You need some Roasters coffee.
Oh my god.
Oh, what a callback! What a callback!
Wow.
Good one. All right. Okay. We've got Abu, Stitch, Gaston, Mulan, Up, Bambi's Mom, Haunted Mansion, Space Mountain, Darkwing Duck, DuckTales, Lion King, Kingdom Hearts, The Lamp, Tinkerbell's Wand, Hakuna Matata, Under the Sea, Pocahontas, Moana, Be Prepared, Gaston, The Song, Mr. Incredible and Elastigirl, Wall-E and Eva, Jane Porter, Mary Poppins, Ursula, Jafar, Finding Nemo, The Incredibles, Emperor's New Groove, Meet the Robinsons, Return of the Jafar, and Rescuers Down Under. I'm going to go Hakuna Matata.
Oh, that's bold.
That's what I'm
to have a song when the entire tournament has that takes moxie, that takes resolve, that takes guts.
I'm gonna give it a whirl.
Chutzpah.
You know what? That's actually a good pick though, because every time I'm about to get rid of them, you could just be like Hakuna Matata. Like,
Yes.
Oh, listen. Okay, so we got Vesper of Evil says Mulan.
Oh, Mulan. Okay. Oh, she said Up. Okay. I got
Charlie
Dylan.
says,
I got Jafar for Dylan.
Oh, this is spicy. I like that you guys have different ones this time. This is spicy. I'm excited to see what you guys are thinking about for this one right now. Because I got that. Where we at on that one that I gotta argue the hardest I've ever argued ever? Okay, it's the second one.
Yeah.
Don't you? We'll get to that later. Mind your business. We'll get to that later. Mind your business.
This crap to me. I was like, "Are you serious?"
Mind your business. Shout out to Monge, baby. Hey, we move.
Monge says Hakuna Matata. Okay.
What up, baby? Across the pond, baby. Shout out to that Super League getting disbanded. Shout out to England. That Super League.
I was like, they're actually doing it? Oh, they're not doing it.
No, they ain't doing it.
I was like, what was the Premier League though? I was like, okay, maybe. Oh no, we're not doing it.
No, hell no. They backtrack quick as hell. But anyways, yeah. But let's get this. Let's get the first one.
I think we got some things. Okay.
Some things.
We got some votes. Okay, just checking out. All right. DuckTales, I just want to make sure I got everybody. Yeah, I got everybody. Yeah. Okay, so our first category of the Disney. Oh, is there something else? No. Okay. Oh,
Jam was good, baby.
Jam.
Let's go. We gotta move.
Okay, we've got Disney pets / sidekicks. So that would be Abu versus Stitch. How about Flobo begin the Disney tournament?
Oh, damn. Everything tournament 10. I'm just going to do all the energy for Heidi, man. Yo, you know how this everyone. This is all the work, man. I appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? 10. Keep it in the middle here. Okay, cool. So, Abu, Aladdin's right-hand monkey, getting the apples when needed, even in the movies and in the video game.
Indeed.
Stitch, rolling with Lilo, Alien Experiment 626. But if I had to choose one or the other, I gotta pick my man Stitch, man. There was a time where I felt like a lot of the characters in Disney were not as bankable or as marketable as Stitch was. And I felt like Stitch brought that back. We had the spin-off series, the movies. We had his own ride at the Disneyland for a while.
Still does.
Oh, it's still around because that's how I was like, oh, I can't afford to go. You know how to say times are hard.
No,
anyway,
it's been like 3 years ago, so that's not bad, man. For 3 years ago, still being there.
It was a different time. I like the fact that these are both the choices because they were both special movies to me. Representation matters or whatever. But Stitch was kind of like this thing that was cute and cuddly if it needed to be. It was kind of scary for the young, like nasty kids that were like into that kind of stuff. Like I don't know if I can have any sidekick, I would go with Stitch for sure.
Wow. What about you, Jack?
Man, the disrespect for Abu.
Slander.
Carpet's better. Don't even at me, bro.
He was there. Look, when Aladdin literally had nothing, he was living in the streets. But Abu was there helping him out side by side together, best friends. He didn't need magic or whatever it is Stitch has. I don't even know. Some weird experiment creature. But here is Abu. He's stealing things. He could risk his arm getting chopped off, but he's like, I'll take that apple for my buddy.
Respect.
I'll help him eat. I'll help him survive.
Respect.
And then when Aladdin became a prince, did Abu change? Not one bit.
Show did.
Turned into an elephant.
Same Abu. He always wanted to.
The Cave of Wonders collapsed because of why again? Tell me why.
That's true.
Real talk.
Why?
The one rule.
Because it was Abu and his grabby ass.
This is the thing, though.
You can blame him, though.
But you're right. Hell no. Because that Ruby's big as hell. That was a Ruby. That joint was big as hell, man. That joint was big as a pineapple.
I'd have probably tried to take a little something with me, too, though.
Wait on my psychic, Jack.
First of all, can we talk about these whack-ass rules in the Cave of Wonder? What the hell you mean just bring you the lamp? Are you serious? With all due respect to the lamp, there's a whole bunch of shit in there that might be just as good as the lamp. Instead of me feeling bad for enslaving a genie.
Evan Mack and Aladdin will last 10 minutes. I ain't Uber Eats.
The only reason you'd last 10 minutes is there'd be 9 minutes of going, do I want to go into a cave that's shaped like a giant tiger?
We have to think about this. We have to think about this. We have to really think about it. This lamp, is it what it's cracked up to be? I literally have to feel guilty by saving my last wish to free the genie. Who the hell wouldn't free a slave, man? Are you serious?
I want to know, why didn't Aladdin ever stop, though, and go, wait, if all this stuff is in here, why don't you go in, Jafar? Why am I going in? I've never seen any situation where someone says, hey, I can't go in. Jack, can you go in for me? No.
Listen, man. Listen, I say Abu for many reasons, man. Listen, sometimes you ride with your friends, you ride and die with your friends. You know, you got to deal with the big gigantic pineapple Ruby Fang, man. You got to deal with that's your boy. When you riff-raff street rat, you got Abu in there. Yeah, you damn right he want to get bread up to them little kids. You know, that's neither here nor there. Slot talking about he has his hang-ups. He worked hard in that opening sequence. He worked really hard.
He almost got me killed. Hang up. It's a hang up.
Listen, that's a joint. Listen, man.
No, don't influence them with a dope soundtrack. That's not fair. There's a lot of women in everything, man.
Just
it's true.
I love Abu, man. Prince Ali is the banger. It's the best favorite song in the whole movie. But my favorite song in the movie would be the short banger that Robin Williams starts with, the Arabian Nights, but they cut it off. And that would be the slapper of all slappers, but they just cut it off. But anyways, man.
My favorite is Prince Ali, man.
He's
blowed up.
Prince Ali is the best song in the movie by
far. You just opened my eyes, by the way, Evan. When the world finally fully opens and we have karaoke again, I'm rolling with Arabian Nights.
Record this.
I go Abu for many reasons, man. When I was growing up, I used to always be like, man, it'd be really dope. Before you know that those animals are a pain in the ass to like take care of in real life. I've always wanted one, and that's probably because of Aladdin. You know what I mean? Yeah. Because it'd be really cool to have that as a companion. I used to be like, damn, that'd be really cool, man. Till you grow up, start doing some research, start realizing, these things are a pain in the ass to take care of, and I don't have enough room for it, and it could possibly gouge my eyes out on a Tuesday if it's feeling like it, you know what I mean? So, but I was envious, so I like Abu for many reasons.
Hold on, I forgot.
I've seen too many stories about people getting their faces ripped off and poop getting thrown around.
Bruh, it's not what it's cracked up to be. Always wearing a diaper, changing a diaper like a man. Listen, I want a real baby. I want no fake baby.
Real quick, who has the veto this time around? Is it me or is it?
It's Flo Beetle got it. You got it. You're good.
Okay.
Who do we bestow it upon?
We gave it to
bestowed.
You did bestow.
Dylan has the other one, but I don't know if I had one or.
You do. Oh, Dylan does have it. Oh, that's right. So it's Dylan and Flo Beetle. Yeah.
Okay. Go.
I'm glad you said that.
Yo, remembered too.
Yo,
Yeah.
Dylan got the V. Oh Lord, I'm scared to death right now.
Oh, man. Dylan
Robin
is
Williams
too
will win
smart
everything.
to be having a veto. This is dangerous.
Dylan
Robin Williams
Matthews
will win
has the
everything.
veto. That's how long we've been off the damn show. I forgot who got the veto. Yo, listen, but no, I like the casting too, though. To answer your question, though, Dylan, about Will's fine. You're never gonna try to. Your mind always compares. Once you do the same thing and do it over again, your mind instantly compares the two. No matter what he could have did to be 1,000 years from now, they would compare Will Smith to Robin Williams because he does such a great performance. So Will was a great choice. The movie's just not that well done. It's just not.
Yeah.
This is not that well done, but I like Will. Will's fine. I'm one of them guys that's going. You ain't never gonna get me talk bad about Will, man. It's just Will.
I like them both, but I felt like Jasmine's songs were kind of like
that's
frozen.
That's the part. That's
like,
the part.
Like Elsa's songs. Yeah,
that kind of threw me off a little bit. But like I said, no, it's fun. It's a live action film, man, and then it's hard to beat what animated cartoons do. You have to take them for what they're worth, kind of separate the two, let them live in their own world. Don't compare a live action to a cartoon, because if I start doing that, then I'm gonna start comparing all Marvel stuff to animated series, X-Men the animated series, Batman the animated series. Like I don't want to start doing that kind of stuff, man. So separate the two. I got a boo, but what does the people say?
I'm surprised you didn't get that.
It's Stitch.
Oh, come on, you serious?
I told you.
Yeah.
See,
she called it last night. She called it last night, man.
Stitch is a goat, man.
I go, Stitch is more loved than you think he is.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the thing, too, Dylan. I think we're showing our age a little bit.
Yeah.
I think our age might be showing just a little bit.
Aladdin is timeless, baby. Aladdin is timeless.
All right, Grandpa, chill out.
I mean, I agree, but I think maybe it's a little too far back. People forgot how great Abu is. Everyone, do yourself a favor. Go watch Aladdin. Sing along to every song. Go see that Abu never throws poop once. He's a great pet, and feel bad for making him disappear from existence.
Alien wanted to have family and got it with a Hawaiian group.
The people have spoken. Stitch moves on. Abu is already gone from the Disney Everything tournament. It's okay. Stitch.
I usually get one win a tournament, but the first one, I appreciate that. Yeah.
now Stitch might be a tough out, man. But continue. Yeah. What's the next one? Now this one right here, I put this in, Heidi Mack. So break it down for all these haters jump on me.
Okay, let me
make my case.
He's gonna make his case.
You do have a veto, Dylan Matthews.
Okay.
First round, first bracket. Okay, cool.
There's nothing you can do. Abu.
That's a part. I love it.
March. But go ahead.
So this now is Disney Heroes.
Now listen.
Okay? And it's as it says. Gaston, hear me out.
Listen.
And then Mulan. So let's
Disney
hear
Heroes.
out Evan.
I
Disney
love
Heroes.
that this said "Hear Me Out" because again, I'm a Gaston guy, so I'm so excited about this.
You know what's so funny, man? When things get presented to you as a child, you just accept them for what they're worth. But think about it from this lens. As I grew up and I aged, I used to be like y'all. I used to be just like all of you. Gaston has been presented to me like this dude who just wants to kill the beast. But then I started thinking about this for a second. Let's say you had a sister or a mom or anybody like that, right? And you heard some beast kidnap a 15 or 16-year-old, put her in a castle with her daddy, trapped her in there, and would not let her out. A bunch of creepy things around there talking, and Gaston is the dude that wants to rescue her. In Disney lore, he would actually be the Prince Charming of this whole bit. Are you serious?
30-year-old that's trying to get a 15-year-old.
Listen, Heidi Mack, he kidnapped a child. He kidnapped a child.
I have to add too.
She stayed there for free will. Okay. She was given the choice.
Did she get locked into? Did she get locked into the dungeon of her own free will? Did she get locked in there?
Let's also add to Evan's point, because I feel like the Beast is someone who history should be canceling. When we look back, he wasn't a beast because he was doing good things. He was turned into a beast because he was a terrible person.
He was terrible.
You know who wasn't terrible? All the people that worked for him. But they got turned into these things too. Did he let them leave to go live normal lives? Nope. He kept them as prisoners.
my
He
God.
should have been wiped out. He was a terrible thing. He
biggest,
wasn't good.
the biggest, most misunderstood person in Disney history is Gaston.
Oh my God.
Gaston was 100% a hero here. He was trying to
Oh my
liberate all the people in that castle, save them from an evil beast who was turned evil because he was evil in the first place when he was born
Oh my
with
God.
everything. And people didn't like Gaston. What did Gaston do? I don't know.
Look at this. Hello Motel out of nowhere. Beauty and the Beast is Stockholm Syndrome 101.
Oh, she is not wrong.
Bing, bing, bing.
But Gaston's still gross.
Wait a minute. First of all, he's handsome. He's in shape. He can eat. Listen. He's everybody in the bar is digging your boy. All the dudes want to be him. All the women want to get with him. And you want me to turn my back on that? I'm so tired of good-looking people getting disrespected.
Oh my God.
There are literally only 3 people in all of Beauty and the Beast universe that don't like Gaston, and it's Belle, the Beast, and her dad. Take them out. Every other person in Beauty and the Beast universe loves Gaston.
So, Flobo, you've been quiet, you've been patient, you've been sitting back, you've been chilling. Listen, you stake your claim because I see you have like a Mulan is my pick face.
Well, accurate, but because it says Gaston, hear me out. So I did all I can do to hear you out.
You heard me out. You heard me out.
And I can tell you, anyone that goes to liberate something when no one asked for it is a mercenary, and those aren't good people to begin with. You're an imperialistic guy rolling in castles, trying to import his culture to other people. But unlike Gaston, Mulan didn't have a family member. She fought for her whole country. She enlisted to go to war despite the obstacles of being born a certain way. She doesn't have to be explained. I don't have to say, hear me out. Daddy Wahlberg did that when it was Be a Man. Mulan in a runaway. Mulan.
I got nothing negative to say about Mulan.
Oh, I don't
Mulan.
either. It's Mulan, but with all due respect, who's the better hero? The one that tried to save a 16-year-old child from being trapped in a dungeon?
Yeah, by the way, how old was the Beast? Because that Rose had been there for a couple of years, and he was a grown man when it started. And if she's 16, I think we have a bigger issue we need to be talking about.
You can't make Gaston a hero by saying the Beast is evil. It doesn't.
I just made the case. I'm not gonna. All I care about is a few votes. That's what this is about. This is about a few. That's all that matters. Listen, I don't give a damn. Jab all day, all night. You were wrong. Jab.
Dylan said also Gaston hated books because he wanted kids to go outside and exercise and play. Gaston is a humanitarian.
Humanitarian? Is he giving kids the means to go out and play?
Who the hell would you rather have a beer with, Gaston or that gross, ugly beast with his terrible clothes?
You have to learn.
Actual animal, Evan. That's a problem.
He can't even dress. Stand on his little hind legs. Man, stand on your old fours. You ain't no man. You're a beast. Get on old fours.
Yeah, have some pride. Be a beast.
Can you compare Gaston to another human being? You can't. You have to compare him to a beast. I was cursed.
Gee whiz, Flobo. How did he turn into a beast? Good behavior, I guess?
Yeah.
The beast is in the category. Isn't Gaston versus the beast? You're telling me that the category is greatest hero, and you said Gaston, hear me out. Of all the movies, this is like,
I've got to tell you.
It's not Gaston.
I'm looking at the chat. I just got to say.
I love that one. Vesper's thing. I'm sorry. She said, save one 16-year-old who doesn't even want to be saved versus save all of China.
Hey, with all due respect.
Where's respect, though, Evan?
With all due respect.
Mulan didn't have a choice either. They were coming for her. She had to. Where Gaston was like, "Look, I can just live my life in the village as a worshipped and loved guy, but I see that there are people who are being held against their will. I can't sit by and let that happen. I need to go do something." You know,
Listen,
he could have taken to Twitter and just written something, but no, he acted.
I say we kill the beast.
Gaston is a metaphor of how we have the beast within us. He's supposed to be the worst of the human condition. I'm just saying, man. He's not a hero.
Thank you for getting into the minutia of Beauty and the Beast. Yeah, I just think it's quite hilarious that I can all still be beasts,
even though we don't look like a beast.
I know he's the real
and
beast.
I Am Legend. We are the zombies, Evan. That's also
I know
true.
He's the real beast. I've seen the movie around 1,000 times, and I say, I kind of rock with Gaston.
Oh my god!
I kind of rock with him.
To Evan's point, he seems fun. He goes to the bar, the whole place just starts singing and dancing, and everyone's drinking, having a good time. They're going hunting.
He locked her dad up in the crazy bin when he came back. See,
his
he is
name
not a good
was
guy.
Crazy Old Maurice.
Oh my god! They gave him that name.
Listen, I got a brother in the hood. I got a cousin in the hood named Crazy Old Maurice. Listen, it's all good. Mulan gets the dub, much to my chagrin. It's okay. I got one vote. I got one vote. It's all good. Mulan is the rightful winner. She is a hero amongst heroes.
I do have to say my favorite line before he's gone. One of my favorite lines of all Disney is when he gets the wedding going and he's like, "Thanks for coming, but before we start, I should go in and propose to the girl."
Like, yeah. So true.
Where's Yosemite Sam when you need him? Let's go. Just bust them guns in the air.
Wow.
What in tarnation? Okay, let's go.
Oh my goodness. Okay. So Mulan pulls through. We did not hear him out. Okay.
Y'all heard me. I appreciate you.
This is
I just appreciate that you heard. It's a sham.
Yes, Jam. I said that earlier.
A man that just takes pride in how he looks and what he does. Doesn't appreciate it.
Perfect.
He's the greatest hero. He's the greatest hero.
I tell man, when we were at Disney, I put him over just like that. He was walking around.
Oh yeah.
He popped. He was like, I'm glad someone understands. I was like, Gaston!
He's like, this guy seems to eat his eggs in the morning.
Wait. How'd you broach that subject? You're like, oh, there he go, the hero.
No, we was rolling around. I said, Gaston, you gotta understand me. I want you to say you are the hero of Beauty and the Beast. He's like, that's what I've been trying to tell them.
It was awesome. He was a great. He had a chiseled jaw.
Oh, it was so cool, man.
Was he roughly the size of a barn, like the legend?
He was burly, man. Listen, man. He even had biceps. Let's go.
He's so cool at the same time.
Oh my God.
He sang it too. Okay. All right. Mulan has gone through. So now we're going to go to
Flobo's 2 for 2. This is
he's rolling.
No, I'm gonna lose this one. Don't worry. This is
my least favorite things is the saddest Disney opening credit movie things. Yeah. So it is Up versus Bambi. When Bambi's mom, in the beginning as well. So let's have Jack start this.
Yeah, I'm just going to be straight into the point. Like the great poet Cardi B says, it's up.
Wow. You said the great poet. I was like, who? Frost? Hawthorne? Oh, it's Cardi B.
You mean her writer.
See, the problem with Evan calls me a smart brother. I get in my own head. I'm not thinking about smart stuff. But then Cardi B.
You are a smart brother. I gotta call it. There's no way in hell it's not the first minute of Up. Let me tell you something. Up is the saddest moment in Disney history. Besides that Big Hero 6 moment, that broke my heart. The brother dying. That's crazy. But like when they do that montage of a man that had a love of his entire life, and it's the most beautiful, sweet, romantic thing, and like, oh, she dead. I'm like, wait a minute.
Yeah. To add again, it's one. Look, Bambi's mom dying is one of the spoiler alert. Bambi's mom dying is one of the saddest things in movies. But the thing about the beginning of Up is that could be a movie. I mean, it's short, obviously, but that is a full story unto itself. Bambi's mom dying, that's just a scene. That's a moment. But that first part of Up could be a movie. If you released it on your own, it tells an entire devastating story. And I'm never going to forget. I think I said this on the show before. The first time I watched it, I had no idea about this. I watched it with my grandpa, who my grandma had just passed away. And it was like, oh my God, it was so gut wrenching. He was a trooper, though. We all loved the movie. It turned out fine. But, I mean, I also watched Bambi with my pet deer, but it didn't have
Listen, Bambi, we in Pennsylvania, Bambi happens like every other day with these hunting seasons.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
And also because of COVID, they didn't do.
Vesper, shut up!
They're trying to feed their
Oh
family.
my gosh!
Look, I know
Listen,
that
I do have my limits here,
No,
Vesper.
I will say, no. In Pennsylvania, the hunters are the heroes.
They actually are.
I will say, because I was about to get into that, is due to COVID, they didn't let people go hunting. They didn't let people go hunting, which surprises me because that's a socially distanced
that's
thing.
Super
anyways.
socially distant, but if you're overrun.
But yeah, so because they didn't have it was like a season or two that they did not hunt deer, that they were all over the highways. People were getting in so many accidents because of the deer. Like there were like 3 dead deer in front of our apartment complex because people have hit them. So like the hunters do have it's like, as Dylan would know, it's like kangaroos. They like hunt them like deer because they overpopulate. Like they just continue to populate. So yeah, like for us in Pennsylvania, yes, the hunters are the heroes.
Hashtag here, Evan out. Listen, don't
Dylan, don't do that.
Listen, I'm pretty sure Up's winning this, right? Am I not wrong?
It's up in a landslide. But I'm gonna try anyway. I'm gonna be the Evan Mack.
That's what you gotta try. You gotta try.
Oh my God, Charlene has hit 3 deers on her street near the Sacramento River.
Yo, you need to stop killing. First of all, you need to stop killing deers.
After you.
Like a vendetta,
Charlene, you need to get your life together. That sounds like you targeting deer.
Because we've been home, like 100 deer popped in front of us and we haven't hit one.
You see that movie Falling Down?
Hey, yo, Charlene, that's what we need you to do. I'm gonna need you to stop trying to murder deer on your way home.
That's like a Charlene problem.
That really.
Are you driving the woods? What's up?
Good Lord! Are you okay? What's wrong with you? These deer ain't do nothing to you. They're adorable. Yo, Maj is preaching right now.
Just line them up. Just line them up.
Maj preaching.
Well, you know what? I guess for me, with both of them, they're right. I think Up is one of the most saddest things I've seen in all of cinema.
It's true.
I'm not going to say it's not, but perhaps there's a little bit of solace for me seeing the decline. You know, when I was a kid, nothing prepared for Mama. That came out of absolutely nowhere. And that still wakes me up sometimes. When I hear a kid cry out for mom like that, I'm like, oh, shit.
I've only watched Bambi twice because of that opening scene. I won't ever watch it again.
Oh, word. But Up is a whole class of its own. I can't lie.
I don't watch that movie either because of that.
Yeah.
I think I've only seen that once.
Well, the movie's all downhill
I'm not even going to lie. I watched that one time.
It's my least favorite thing about Disney movies when they do that stuff.
Like I said, Big Hero 6 devastated me, man. I was devastated, man. I was like, well, it's a part of life. I go, cool. No. I didn't want to see his dope ass brother who's about to change the world die though. I'm good. In an explosion. I still didn't want to see that. I get it's a part of life, but damn.
Yeah. Yeah, cartoon. When did cartoons start just deciding this was like Inside Out has a bunch of just devastating parts in it?
Inside Out's a powerful film though, man, for many reasons. It's a really well done film. But let's keep it moving. I had to put it in because that's a part of Disney. It's a huge part of Disney, man. Like
even it's not Disney, but How to Train Your Dragon. Like I wasn't ready for his. Sorry, spoiler alert to anyone. It's been a while, but when the dad dies, I was like, and Toothless does it. I'm like, OMG! Like I like burst into tears.
You lost some leg and shit in that movie?
I know, man. Like, bro, damn, amputee.
I know.
I didn't need to see Gerard Butler die.
Shout out to Gerard Butler though, too. What's the next?
Prime Gerard, actually.
What's the next one?
Okay, so Up is going through. Sorry, Bambi, you died again. Sorry about that.
Best abs in the game.
That's right, baby.
I did not see Bambi 2, by the way. I heard it was okay.
I rarely watch those sequels of Disney stuff. They always go directly to tape, except for the Aladdins.
Thoughts and Outs, terrible.
I own all 3.
Terrible.
I thought it was cool.
Good
so
my goodness.
We now have theme park ride.
Oh, this one's
Disney
spicy.
Theme park ride. So Haunted Mansion versus Space Mountain. Lobo, what say you?
Shout out to Ric Flair.
Jay already lost, by the way.
Oh, dang. Well,
Big Baby's mom.
So it's one of those things, man. Like they're 2 different flavors of Disney. Well, there's multiple flavors of Disney, man. And I remember my mom doesn't like doing rides at all because she doesn't like the restraint. She gets claustrophobic, but she enjoyed the pods of the Haunted Mansion because basically you gotta catch a train, right? Yeah, and then you go to the house. It's really nice and stuff like that. So I have very fond memories for it. I wish both can go on. But Space Mountain is a thrill, man. Like, I am a thrill ride guy. And the first time with the Disneyland, I was kind of disappointed about the lack of thrills at Disney.
Yeah, they don't have any.
I don't have much, man. I mean, Wild Toad is okay, but that's about it. And someone goes, "Hey, how about Space Mountain?" And yeah, it's probably a smaller coaster, but it's in the dark. You can fill in the blanks. It's an experience for itself. I'm gonna go with Space Mountain, man. Sure.
Yeah, Space Mountain's hard to argue with because like the darkness actually increases your imagination and what's going around you, and your senses are heightened. So it's even more thrilling to your body and your senses. It's awesome. I picked Haunted Mansion just because I like they changed the themes for it. When they acquired Nightmare Before Christmas, they spruce it up, and Nightmare Before Christmas it up. And it's like I said, I tell people this all the time. If you're going to Disney for thrill rides, you're going to the wrong place. Their rides are or tailored for nostalgia and fun moments. Like Pirates is one of their most popular rides, and it's just a slow ride with the like yo ho, and it's a small world after all. But as far as thrill rides go, Space Mountain is unmatched, unparalleled. It's actually a legitimately incredible coaster, pound for pound with any coaster in the world. It is just because of the darkness in it's at Disney. But I went Haunted Mansion because of how cool the surroundings are, how the cool the setup is, how cool the characters are, how it's still fun and not necessarily a thrill ride, but just a cool Disney ride. I was reading about the most popular Disney ride is Space Mountain. The most popular Disney ride for ladies is Haunted Mansion, which is interesting. You know what I mean? So it's interesting. So we got 1 and 2 up here, man. Yeah, we got 1 and 2 here. So it's hard. Listen, no matter what goes through, I'm cool with it.
Yo, what do the rides ladies love, by the way? You know?
I don't. I was looking. It was like a.
All right, go ahead.
Just take him on the ride, Flobo.
This is I'm trying, Evan.
This is Space Mountain. This is actually a really cleverly put together battle because you have, as you mentioned, Space Mountain is all about the thrill without being able to see anything. But the Haunted Mansion, it's about what you see. And so it's almost like
in the darkness as well.
It's like what one is missing, the other has. Space Mountain is the thrill. I don't mean I'm not going to repeat all that. It's one of my favorite rides. But awesome, the thing about Haunted Mansion is I think it represents Disney more, and it's the imagination. It's the world that it creates. Especially if you go as a kid. When I was a kid, I went before you're just able to see through how they do the special effects and things like that. And as a kid, you're just like, oh my gosh, how do they have ghosts dancing around? How do they do all this stuff? This is incredible. It really does.
Hold on. If somebody's delivering a package, it better be a hell of a package. It better be Gaston's chiseled jaw.
Now that he doesn't need it anymore.
Continue, Jack. Continue.
But it's but I think as far as just being like living an adventure and seeing this thing play out in front of you, the Haunted Mansion is second to none for rides. As far as, like I said, seeing the ghosts dancing, seeing the ghost sitting next to you in the mirror, all like the way the pictures extend and you see how people die in that one room. It's just so cool. And it's such an experience. And I think that's more of what Disney is. So I go Haunted Mansion here.
Man, it's interesting. Like I said, Flo, you summed it up the best though, as far as what it represents. And I was reading this one thing about how like this guy, he said the worst thing ever is Space Mountain when the lights turned on. Like it was like a thing. It was like a faulty thing, but it still ran. He said it will ruin you for life. He said, and I was like, oh God, I'm so glad I have to deal with it. He said, I don't know what happened when all the lights were on. He goes, it's like a shoebox and like there's no excitement, there's no thrill. But I just thought it was really cool that he said that happened to him. It was like the Disney nightmares or whatever. And I was like, man, Space Mountain with the lights on. I never thought about that. So the darkness really does bring a special element to it, you know. So but I guess it's just so hard to argue Space Mountain. It is such a cool ride. Always, no matter what time I've ever been at Disney, it's always the longest line. No matter what time I've been, no matter what time of day I've went, Space Mountain. No matter, I'll put it off. We'll put it off. We'll go there later. Always a line at Space Mountain, man. Shout out to Space Mountain. But I don't know.
No one copied that, by the way. Just making a dark roller coaster.
Has one for the Mummy.
The Mummy is one of my favorite roller coasters of all time.
The Mummy's fun, but it's not like
it's so underrated. It's quick, it's crazy, it's kooky, and it's in like it literally is in a square. It's amazing.
Yeah, you get cursed on the way over. Like, last
he's I'm gonna tap. Don't do it, baby.
Don't do it, baby.
Does anyone know? Is it still there? Like, I know they were doing a lot of renovations.
Mummy Ride. I'm curious because I know they're trying to, they're moving a lot of new things in. Like Nintendo World's going in soon, so I was curious who's gonna make way because Universal Hollywood doesn't have that much space, and I knew they were building it. I was like, I hope Mummy doesn't go. So
yeah, because it's for those who don't know, it's on a hill. It's on vertical park. So things have been swapped all the time.
That's why I said it blew my mind that they're building the Nintendo place. I go, where's the room? It's like I said, I love the location, but they didn't think. I don't think they thought it through because with Florida they just have space on top of space on top of space on top of space. So I'm always worried about what they can do and what they're gonna get rid of. So I hope they get to keep that Mummy Ride. But what's winning it? Space Mountain winning?
Space
Mountain. Space Mountain.
And Dylan is not wrong. He said the Cars is the longest wait time always. That's
never been on it because we never been on it.
Yep, I've never been on it because
me and Heidi's never been on the Cars ride because it's so damn. And everyone's like, man, Cars isn't that good, but it's the most popular movie for like young boys, man. It's
still there,
and it's still there. It's still it is Mummy Ride. Yay, that's great.
Yeah,
I love that ride. Alrighty, what's the next?
Who won?
Okay, so
Space Mountain.
That makes sense.
Yeah, I was like,
I'm okay with that.
It's okay.
Oh, that's right. Longest line.
So
if you want to take a ride to Space Mountain, okay, go ahead. Nature boy. Oh, here we go.
So now it is Disney cartoon series. So we have Darkwing Duck versus DuckTales. So Evan, take the floor.
Now this one's hard for me, man, because I like they're some of the greatest lineups of cartoons ever. They really do, man. But listen, man. But a cloud of smoke and he appears. Champion of right. Suit down from the shadows. Darkwing owns the night. You see what I'm saying? Like, listen. Darkwing Duck. That's that dude.
Speak on it, brother. Speak on it.
Shout out to Nega Duck. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Gaza. Shout out to the reemergence of Launchpad. You see what I'm saying? Darkwing acquired the services from DuckTale and brought him on Launchpad McQuack. But anyways, man, I love Darkwing Duck because he's not your typical hero, but he always drops a smoke bomb and he talks shit before you see him. You know what I'm saying? I'm the terror that flaps in the night. You know what I mean? And then I am Darkwing Duck. I love Darkwing Duck, man, just because it was great. It's so hard to go against DuckTales because I'm obsessed with Scrooge McDuck, man. Scrooge McDuck is one of my favorite cartoon characters in history, man. But this is what makes this tournament tough. I go with Darkwing Duck because how much fun I had. The characters, Nega Duck being one of my favorite characters as well. I forget the plant guy name. I love the origin of him. Yeah, I love you know what I mean, because he's such a nice guy.
I was Electrovolt guy, by the way.
Oh, Electrovolt's cold. Electrovolt's cold. But I gotta go with Darkwing Duck in a very, very close and hard decision.
Reginald Bushroot. That's what it was.
Reginald Bushroot.
Oh yeah.
I love him, man.
Just unlocked so many memories.
I love him so much.
Yeah.
This is a tough one. I'm going to say this a lot. This is a tough one, though, because at first, even as you were saying the names, I was thinking, Darkwing Duck. Let's Get Dangerous. That's got to win. But then you say DuckTales, and I go, woo! I mean, and I was like, well, what about the intro?
The best theme songs of all time.
They're both good theme songs. And then you mentioned Launchpad McQuack. Launchpad McQuack, by the way, most underrated cartoon character of all. Just the MVP, the utility player going into every single show. Tailspin, DuckTales, Darkwing Duck, he's wherever he needs to be.
Big brother chest.
This is tough. I think. Oh my God, I'm going to hate myself for picking one. Darkwing Duck. I'm going Darkwing Duck.
Whoa!
Because I think that outside of the ultra main characters, like the every episode characters, Darkwing Duck did a better job of building those villains and sort of the world around Darkwing Duck, if that makes sense. Where DuckTales was more about just the crew, and they had some similar villains, but it felt like Darkwing Duck lived in a real world where DuckTales less so. And I think especially as we look at so many superhero movies today that are kind of like funny superhero movies, Darkwing Duck was doing all this stuff back in the 90s. So he was kind of an innovator in that regard too. I'm not happy about it. I don't have a good argument because I like them both. But
so do I.
I'm going to go Darkwing Duck.
Either way, I'm good. I'm good on this one either way. Flo Bito, what say you?
Growing up, I was a Darkwing Ducks guy. Like I like the game. I like the games. I don't know if you remember this. When it came out, but they had promoted that show for
weeks. It was one of the biggest build-ups. It was like a WrestleMania build.
Yeah, they were giving commercials 8 weeks ago, 7 weeks ago.
No joke, bro.
What the hell is Darkwing? It's coming out after summer. Like
It did not disappoint.
It did not disappoint. So like, I have so much of a fondness for that. You know what I mean? I remember that 4 p.m. slot. That was a prime time, busy afternoon, 4 p.m. Eastern. You know, the best shows were there, and that's what it was. But when it comes to what you can't live without, Darkwing was a spinoff, man. Like,
yes, it was.
Scrooge McDuck was the American dream. Guy from a foreign country comes here, gets rich. Dude. I gotta go with DuckTales, even though I think it has a better video game. Even though I'm a Darkwing Duck guy, I think ultimately it's DuckTales.
What you can't live without, yeah. That's one of those things. It's like, listen, All in the Family was a good show, and Jeffersons was a spinoff of All in the Family. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's interesting. Like, it's all about what you can't live without. It's hard to live with something that you wouldn't have without the one thing. You know what I mean? So like, I don't know. Do they come up with Darkwing Duck without DuckTales? I'm not so sure. What up, Eric Clark? Where you been? Where the hell you been, Eric Clark?
We gotta pump the brakes though on whether or not something was inspired by something else or whatever. I mean, okay, Beowulf wins everything. It's the oldest thing around. It's like,
Beowulf in the category, but
it's not a spin on. You know what I mean? Like Tolkien, without Tolkien, it's like no Harry Potter, but they're not connected truly. You know what I mean?
I'm just saying it's a slippery slope. It's a slippery slope.
Is it really not slippery?
Not today.
This was introduced by today. I mean, you know, I'm sure Scrooge McDuck was inspired by some other rich dudes that swam in pure gold, but I don't know
about that.
Look, as much as I like Darkwing Duck, when people think of Scrooge McDuck, that's like the symbol of richness. I could do a picture of Scrooge now, and everyone knows what that means because it's that iconic. I got to go with DuckTales, man.
I love Scrooge McDuck, man. That's that dude.
I love him.
He made me think.
He wore spats with those shoes.
I was devastated that I realized you couldn't actually swim in gold. I was like, "Mama, come on!"
Mom, why don't you have a room full of gold for me to swim in?
She's like, "Baby, you actually can't do it. It's actually
we lost in the tornado, Evan. Wake up."
So I'm sure. Listen, I've seen a lot of DuckTales is winning this in a runaway. Man. I know it is.
It's actually. I mean, it wasn't. Not everybody was voting, so it's kind of half and half. But DuckTales has pulled through.
I like DuckTales.
Shout out to DuckTales. Damn.
That guy sang like half of the intro themes during that
slapper.
Time.
That's who we need to get on the show. He is that dude, man.
Chippendales.
Chippendales, Rescue Rangers. Oh, that's that joy.
He's the voice of so many intro themes.
He knows he's cold. Yo, Flobo's rolling. He's
I'll take it. That's why I noticed the tournament's broken, bro. When I'm winning stuff.
Flobo's on the roll, baby.
Yeah, this is some weird parallel dimension. Flobo's winning. I don't know what to do. This is craziness.
Go real quick. What's the next one, baby?
Okay, so DuckTales has pulled through. So speaking of, now we're going to best like Disney video game. So we have The Lion King, which was on Sega, and versus Kingdom Hearts.
There's also Super Nintendo.
Was it? Okay.
Yeah, it was. Yep.
So Jack, go ahead.
Yeah, because I had Lion King, and it was a brutal destroyer of egos when it came to video game playing.
It will humble you. That and Aladdin will humble you.
Those they did not play, but this guy beat it. This guy got all the way through. This guy was able to tame the Lion King himself.
I've
never played Kingdom Hearts, so I don't have any love for it. I can already do without it. I don't need it. I mean, I will say people seem to love Kingdom Hearts.
They do. It's very popular.
Very popular game. But I'm proud of beating. I'm proud of beating that game.
While you listen, Jack used Game Genie. Jack used Game Genie.
I saw it.
No, I don't know if even Game Genie could help with that game. That game was like you plug in Game Genie and like it's just Jafar going.
Yo, you Flubber, what say you? I'm curious.
Because you had swapped this answer. So that's why I was like,
yeah, because I see 2 minutes. I said there were going 2 DuckTales in there. I was like, no, I'm getting one of the DuckTales out of there.
Because the DuckTales video game is the best video game of all time.
It's so damn good.
It's the best one.
It's so damn good.
I didn't have Super Nintendo. I had regular Nintendo. So the time Lion King came out, I had it on the Tiger Electronic game.
Yeah.
So maybe I'm a bit biased, man. But like when Kingdom Hearts came out, the very idea, because
it's actually brilliant.
It's a brilliant. People love the RPGs, the Final Fantasy thing. It was kind of like this thing over there. But when Kingdom Hearts came out, so many Disney heads were like, "Oh, that's what 3D Mickey's rolling with." You had levels with Goofy and Donald, like characters I love that was kind of pushed to the side because Donald dropped his nephews off in DuckTales and peaced out. But now you can play as Donald, you know what I mean? Or you can be Goofy. And it was like a combined thing. It brought two different communities together. And that soundtrack by Utada, people still sing that song on cover shows. So I gotta go Kingdom Hearts, man, for sure.
Yeah, I'm a Lion King guy, but not by much. Lion King on Genesis. Shout out to Sega Genesis, one of my favorite consoles of all time. That 16-bit beauty with Sonic 2, one of the only games that ever could challenge the great Mario and Sonic. And Sega always had a special place in my heart because Streets of Rage and they were a couple games.
Well, who's your guy?
It's interesting. I'm an Axel guy all the way, but when they brought out Skate, man, I roll hard Skate. I go hard for Skate, man. Streets of Rage, he's so weak, though. Bro, Skate. He is weak. He's weak sauce, but that move, but he break dances. No, but I'm not opposed to the front man. Axel's that dude, man. Shout out, he's like bare knuckle. That's that dude. But anyways, Lion King was really great on the Genesis, man. Genesis is one of my favorite consoles, my favorite controllers, one of my favorite systems. Loved it so much, and that's so many good memories of playing Lion King, man, and being terrible at it, not having the pleasure of beating it like Jack Farmer. But y'all can't use the game genie like Jack Farmer.
So smug. He's like, yeah, I did it. I beat it on a Blockbuster rental, dog. 3 days, 3 nights.
That's why, and that's one of the reasons why you failed Blockbuster your damn 3-day rental. Like, ain't nobody run through no damn game. It's a school night. Shame on y'all. Gotta rent it on Friday, play it Saturday and Sunday. Gotta give it back Monday. That's why y'all went belly up. But anyways,
for real.
Shout out to Lion King, man. But who's winning this is the question.
I think it's tied.
What?
While we're talking about while we're letting people vote, I gotta echo Evan's comments on the Sega. By the way, if you ran Sega and you made their systems, how frustrated are you that you continually made awesome systems and just never were able to pull it? The Dreamcast was one of the greatest systems of all time. It was so ahead of its time with the screen and the controller and everything else.
I had a Saturn.
Man, that's shout out to Sega Saturn too. Yeah, Sega Genesis, man. Sega, that sound alone, man. I would pop every time, man. But I wouldn't say it was poop, man. I wouldn't say GameCube was poop.
It was all right.
I say it was. I hated the controller. Consoles poop, yo. When it's like I said, Nintendo's always going to be undefeated. There's better consoles, but nothing's better than Nintendo because everyone can play Nintendo. They're always lower price. They're always they don't hit you with graphics. They hit you with playability, though. You know what I mean? And they're always cutting edge. Everyone thought they were crazy with that little remote controller, but it's revolutionary. It's absolutely incredible. Shout out to Nintendo. But who's winning this? I seen a whole bunch of like Kingdom Hearts, and I seen a
Lion King pulled through.
Whoa! Really? Shout out to Lion King.
Really?
Lion King beat Kingdom Hearts.
It was a good one. Oh, so I've seen. I haven't played it, but it looks like a good one.
I've not played Kingdom Hearts either, but because being in the anime world, like they're all obsessed, and then anime and Kingdom Hearts together.
Big rock.
That soundtrack,
you on fire right now because I know you know how much Phil loves puns, man. So keep them coming.
No, I hate. Yeah. Oh, I see what you did. I see. You got me.
You know what else? You know what else is a powerful thing? Vesper review, Gaston. Shout out to Gaston.
Oh my God.
Oh no, but where's that? I seen that earlier. Was that Amy came in? Shout out to Amy Chibi that just came in the chat for the first time. Who was the more dangerous villain, Jafar or the Mulan villain? That's a good question. I gotta go Jafar. He got the sorcery. He got the sorcery powers. So I'm gonna go with Jafar to answer your question really quickly.
But Vesper's saying Mulan because he's commanding an entire army on horseback. It's a powerful thing.
Yeah,
I won't get into it now.
Manipulate them. That's what he does.
True.
Oh yeah, good manipulator.
Me too. What's next on the dock?
I had a GameCube. Played my SSX Tricky on that.
Oh, shout out Tricky.
Okay.
Tricky's called.
I totally skipped a bunch because broke parents totally skipped a bunch of things. I went from the original Nintendo straight to PlayStation 2.
Yeah,
you're right. Why waste the money?
I know.
That is true. I was like,
I was like, that's what I wanted to. I mean, I would have liked having the Super Nintendo in there.
Nintendo's cold.
Yeah, I always went to a friend's house that had it though. So
64 changed the game, but my goodness, the Super Nintendo was so dope.
That Mario
64. Golden Eyes on that, Lord Jesus. Okay, let me
64. Yeah, the Nintendo 64 is a.
Oh my God! What's called? Was it Wavecraft? Was that what that joint called?
Wave Race.
Wave Runner. Wave Race. Oh my God, man! What? But anyways, go moving on.
Was Cube after 64?
GameCube, yeah.
Yeah.
It was after.
Yeah.
Okay, I couldn't remember.
GameCube was kind of like awkward adolescence, I think,
Right.
for
Yeah, I think
Nintendo. It was a growing time, but I don't think they really knew what they were.
They were going for
still figuring
small and
themselves out.
sleek, and so like in the mini disc, they thought that was going to be the route, mini discs, and eliminate all the big discs. But the controller wasn't the best. It's like their weakest controller. But I still love that Super Nintendo controller.
Did they go right to the Wii after that? Is it the Wii right after that?
Yeah, it was GameCube Wii, but I see the GameCube controller for that. I think the GameCube goes like it was rounded.
Oh, I know what you're saying.
Yeah,
I know what you're saying. It's because it took me a little bit to get with the Wii controller, but it is pretty handy once you start getting over the whole. I gotta hold it both like this. Boom, boom, multiple. Yeah. Well, but anyways, what's the next one on the fan?
Okay, so Lion King video game is pulled through. So now it is Disney, like the magic objects. We have the lamp versus Tinkerbell's wand. So Evan, go start us off here.
Now listen, much that I told you, I'm one of the biggest haters of that line in the Cave of Wonders. He's the biggest hater in the damn movie. Talking about didn't tell me how much drip I'm gonna walk by, but just bring him the lamp. Okay, bro, that's cool. Oh, I can touch nothing but the lamp. These rules are whack. You greedy ass lion. But anyways, man, since that is the thing I can get up out of here, since that is a part of the Disney lore, since that is one of the main plots and the plot of Aladdin, I gotta go with the lamp because if anything, I could just kick it with that genie, man, and hang out with it for a couple days. There's no timetable or time limit when you can use these wishes. And I'm one of them upstanding brothers, man. I actually will use my third wish and let the genie out. I sure would, because all I need is two. All I need is 2 wishes. So then he can hang out with your boy for free, use a little genie free magic with your boy, man. A la Prince of Thieves, you know what I mean? A la Return of Jafar, and just hang out with your boy, man. The genie lamp is dope for people like me that were broke and struggling and wished for the come up, sitting back here wishing for somebody to hook a brother up. If I had the lamp, I'd be like, listen, for my first wish and world hunger, for my second wish and my hunger, and then it would be all good, man. Shout out to the lamp.
Yeah, I mean, this is the real question here is do you want limited, unlimitless power, or do you want forever kind of power? Because the wand will go forever.
Kind of power?
Damn, he pooped all over it.
When you're comparing what does Tinkerbell do that is even comparable to something that happens with the lamp?
Jack has never land
Peter Pan an entire country to rule? I don't think so. She can't handle a couple of drunk pirates.
Oh, damn, it's some shade, Tinkerbell.
We're not talking about people who wielded it because they're going to make fun of Aladdin. We're talking about the actual power. The
and I'm going to tell you
what,
and Evan, I'm going to tell you right now, we talk about world hunger. You know what I would do? The second I got out of that Cave of Wonders, I'd say first wish. I want everything in the Cave of Wonders. Just to rub it in the face of the Cave of Wonders.
Genius!
I can have whatever I want, cave.
I can just picture the lion being like, oh, damn.
And then you wish for 1,000 lamps. That's the question. That's what you do.
This is very interesting wish here.
You just keep going for, I can't have more wishes. I'll just get more genies.
Damn, I never thought, he might have figured something out here.
He might have.
And then, you just keep going from there. I don't know. But what do I get with Tinkerbell's wand? I get dusty. That's what I get. I get dust everywhere. Sure, it's glowy dust, but you still got to sweep it up. What a pain. I go for the lamp.
You mean to tell me the guy that wants bartenders to make his drink now is going to go explore for a lamp? Is that what you're telling me right now? Are you kidding me, man? Yo, Tinkerbell's magic wand, a sprinkle of magic whenever you need it, man. Oh, it's at the ready. There's no limit to it. I got to break out any kind of slave.
What is the threshold, though, Flobo? What is her threshold? Because she don't do shit with that wand. What is
that's her problem. That's her problem. That's a magic wand. I can't tell how you use it. Aladdin had dumb wishes, too. That's Aladdin's problem. Come on.
I'll tell you, this is what I would have done. You know, by the way, Flobo, to your point about the bartender thing, I would have gone out into Agrabah. I would have found a very poor person, and I would have told them to go in and get it for me with their pet monkey and bring it back.
Bring me the lamp. Yo, listen, first of all, I know the lamp is beating that poop-ass Tinkerbell wand. Brother couldn't even hold the wand. She's tiny, Flobo. You ever think of that? I'm like, this is like a toothpick. It's like a toothpick. I'm like,
I can't knock it till I try, man.
You ever thought about the logistics, Flobo? She's tiny.
I'm sure I can make it. I have one of those lamp holders, like a cigarette holders. Got a clip.
Bill was like, let me change my clothes.
Don't look at me. Don't look at me.
I'd be like, Flobo, what the hell you do with that little toothpick? Oh, actually, it's Tinkerbell's one. I'm like, well, damn. All right, make your brother some clothes. Make your brother some clothes. Yo, I know the lamp is winning this.
Yeah. It is.
Could you imagine what would happen if you lose that little toothpick too? Like,
I would be inconsolable because all jokes aside, it's a damn magic wand.
I'll put it in a locket, I guess. My
chest always. My magic toothpick is missing.
They'd be like, bro, okay, bro. And I swear I had this joint.
Tinkerbell gave it to me. I just don't know.
I'm the type of guy that actually would be using it as a toothpick and then forgetting it and throwing it away. Oh, damn. But no, listen, yo.
And it's still stuck in my tooth.
Oh, I know. I feel
yo,
Vesper, I'm worried. You might be right, Vesper. I'm telling you, you might be on to something, Vesper. We'll see later. But I gotta end this right here. I gotta hop off this thing, man, y'all. But listen, y'all, we had a nice start to the Everything Tournament Part 10. We had a bunch of haters in the chat once again, disrespecting your boy, throwing all kinds of shade at me, disrespecting Gaston. But that's okay. I forgive y'all. Y'all remain loyal to the program. So I appreciate all you haters not realizing that the hero of Beauty and the Beast is Gaston.
Oh my gosh.
Without further ado, Flobito, put yourself over, brother.
I don't know how I could do that after you put over Gaston, but yo, I have boys on social media, newamsterdam.com, KDWamsterdam.com, where the radio show, New Amsterdam Radio, hit episode 100 today.
Hey,
what?
Jack Farmer, what say you, brother?
You can find me at Real Jack Farmer across all social media, where I talk about all of the silly things I do, where you can find me at and whatnots. I got a new episode of the Anytime Radio Show up, where we count down the top 10 songs of the week. And I have a special guest, James Lott Jr., where we deep dive into 80s music as well. It's a fun time. Give it a listen.
Big Face, what say you?
You can find me everywhere at streamerlinks.com/Pino Mack. Very simple. Find all the things about me and follow me everywhere.
Where's keep popping? Keep up on that.
Oh man, Evan T. Mack, Instagram, man, Twitter, man, just finished up like we had did a lot of the promo stuff for the trailer and the first episode and the second episode and the music video thing. Finished all that. It's getting chopped up right now, relaunching the campaign with all the goodies. I'm gonna be dropping that before May 1st. Y'all appreciate all y'all for hanging in with your brother. Everything Tournament Part 10. I appreciate y'all for coming. Vesper, Eva, Charlene, Mars, Will 5, Stud, Mother Eric, Clark, Jam. Oh, Ryan was in there for a little bit. Hello, Moto, back in the building. Appreciate you. Dylan Matthews, you do have a veto. Flobito.com, you do have a veto. Guys, use it wisely. Everything Tournament Part 10. I bid y'all. Bo 19 the God was really good. Oh, hey, J. Bill. Appreciate y'all, man. See y'all next Thursday with the squad, man. Y'all take it easy, man.